What's poppin', darlings? First of all, let me give a shout out to two people who answered my little trivia question correctly. Last week in this review, well, in my Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review, I asked what was the name of the song that I was singing in that review, and it was actually Jill Scott's "Golden." Golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. And two people answered that correctly, and it was Deshaun Harrigan. Shouts out to you, love you, and building black wealth. Thank you for subscribing. Yes, thank you both for subscribing. Hope I don't ever disappoint you guys. Building black wealth. Sounds like something I need to be a part of. Ah. Okay, so here we go with this review. Um, where do I want to start? So the guys meet up to shoot the shit to talk. Scrappy, Waka, and Young Jock, three ain't shit niggas, meet up and talking, and Waka crying and all this stuff. He won't Tammy back. He miss his family. He miss what's the little girl name? Tammy's daughter. What's her name? I forgot her name. Um, but he was just like, yeah, I miss them, and that's my family. I want my family back, and I hope I get my check and all of those shit. Child, you know how men do. They can do anything in the world. Then they expect for the woman to be crawling back or to be, you know, giving the kids, just coming, just welcoming with open arms. Mariah Carey, Celine Dion. Want the girls to just come back and just be like, okay, babe, I know you done cheated on me 1,500 times, but um, you know what? I think I done changed this time, and I want you back, baby. Come back. So you know, hopefully Tammy's not stupid enough to take him back. But they're probably together now, I believe. So I guess she was. Ding. Uh, whatever. So anyway, Walker, he actually went over to Tammy's house. And she was just like, what the hell you want? She was acting real hard for the camera. She was just like, so what the hell you want? What you come here for? And Walker was just like, I just want to see my family. I miss y'all. And he going in the refrigerator to get something to eat, talking about I'm hungry and shit. Don't you got a car? Don't you still got, some checks coming in from that one hit song? You couldn't stop by all these places to eat in Atlanta. You couldn't stop by to get you something to eat, get us something to eat since you was coming over my house. Hello? Talking about I'm hungry, going in the refrigerator like she's just supposed to accept that shit. She was just like, oh hell no. It's only 4 bedrooms here. Ain't no place for you here. Which is I don't know see how. I mean, if y'all sleep in the same bed, Charlie, that's her name, the little girl. You got Charlie, and so there's 2 rooms, right? So who's the other 2 rooms for? Maybe her mom and her aunt, or her aunt and her cousin, or her grandma and her granddaddy. I don't know. But she said it ain't enough room. She got 4 rooms, but it ain't enough room for Walker to sit, to lay. It ain't enough toilets for Walker to shit in. Anybody can come in here and do their thing, but except for Walker. So like I said, Tammy's acting real hard for the cameras. But I do believe that they are together now. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all know for sure. I do think they're together. So anyway, we had that little moment. Okay, what else? Let me think, let me think. So Dime Piece is back. Big Booty Judy is back. Synthetic Booty Judy is back. But before that, before we get to the whole little party thing, apparently Tommy and Tammy are cool. It's kind of a weird pairing. The last time all those girls saw Tommy, for the most part, was when Tommy and Tiara got into it. They still haven't shown Tiara on this season yet. But apparently, I guess she's coming, in a later episode or whatever. But Mimi and the rest of the girls ended up being really cool with Tiara, not Tommy, because they just saw her as trashy and just a shit starter and just crazy, which she is, but she's likable. But anyway, so Tommy and Tammy, they hanging out, and she was just like, I promised myself that I'm gonna be good. I've given myself a year not to get locked up because I get locked up every year, And I'm trying to change. I'm trying to be a better person. And Tammy, these teas. Tammy was just like, yeah, I understand that. You good, ma? I know how girls can be catty, yada yada. So, oh, they arrived they had a little fashion show. Pretty much all the girls was there, the whole cast except for Rashida. So all the girls are there chilling. Now, Tommy got beef with Carly, as we know, because Carly used to mess around, or he put her old ass up on the counter, Scrap dealing on, which Tommy and Scrap was messing around last season. They was together as a couple, but now Scrap is in jail. But anyway, um, Tommy got beef with Carly because she knew that they was together or whatever, and it's the issue. But I mean, it's Carly. Um, so she was just like, okay, I'm gonna chin check that bitch, but I can't put my hands on her because I don't want to go to jail. And Carly's that type of woman that starts shit, but she ain't gonna fight. And she gonna end up calling the police, so I can't do that. Now, who also was at this little runway event was, like I said, Dime. Dime was there, and Dime and Tommy never really got along, but they didn't dislike each other, but they just didn't get along for the simple fact that I guess Dime tried to warn Tommy about Jocelyn, or um, maybe it was times when Dime would see Jocelyn and Tommy together, and she was just like, "What the hell is going on? Like, Jocelyn gonna play you?" Um, but I guess they just never really connected. But she was pretty much cool with the other girls, and she didn't really have an issue with the other girls. But like I said, didn't nobody just fuck with Tommy like that, except for Karen Clark Sheard, which is KK. So anyway, they get to the whole runway thing, and Tommy literally, she dissected every single one of those girls and her relationship with each one of them. What did she say to she said to Dime, she was just like, Dime, I really had no issues with you, but I just didn't like, your feelings on certain things. Dime was just sitting there chilling, looking at her. And then she was just like, Carly, give me a hug. I would like to hug you and all that kind of stuff. And she gave Carly the roughest damn hug. You could tell she wanted to, she said that she really wanted to stump Carly ass, but of course she can't do that. So they just ended up being, squashing it. But then Carly said something smart, and then that pissed Tommy off even more. So she just decided to walk away from the situation. Arian looked absolutely beautiful on this episode. What I don't understand why Arian is not like a full time cast member at this point. Like, she's been the best friend of Mimi since what, season 1 of this show, and I just don't understand why Mona won't make her a cast member like full time. But maybe she's not that interesting. I don't know. And I can look at her all day, but she is a little dry boots. But anyway, um, so all the girls are talking. So who's left there? Just talking is Tammy, Dime, Arian, Mimi, Carly. So, and of course, like I said earlier, Rashida did not come. She was at home crying about Kirk, child. So, um, they was just like, Carly was just like, look, I need to talk to y'all for, and she skipped over Dime. So Dime just walked off or whatever. Dime's butt looks ridiculous. I don't understand these girls. I mean, look, if you want to enhance something on you, if you don't like something about yourself, then change it. I understand that. It's things I don't like about my body or whatever. But um I would just think if I was to go out and get an ass, which is not my problem. But if I was to go out and buy an ass, I would try to get the most realistic ass I could get. I don't know why people go out and get these big, humongous, Dumbo jumbo elephant zebra asses, and and they don't fit well in dresses. Like, they just look ridiculous. I'm just like, it. I would think that you would want people to think that it was all natural. So why would you go out and get this big animated ass? Like, I don't understand that, but whatever. Um. Anyway, she just looked crazy, and then she got her boobs done and stuff, and then she wears crazy ass hair, and it's just like, whatever. Whatever, whatever. God bless the people. They're probably making more money than I am. Well, I know they are. But to make that kind of money, you got to sell your soul, and I'm not willing to do that. It's gonna take America. Okay. So anyway, What happened? So Carly, she decided to tell the whole group about Rashida's issues. She was like, "Bitch, Kurt got a baby. Kurt got a baby by this little cute little girl, this little petite, little skinny, little frail little girl named Jasmine." And I don't know what's the tea. Tammy was just like, bitch, stop it and shut up, because we do not know that for sure. And why is you spraying Rashida's business and this and that? But Carly was just like, the streets is telling me that's just what it is. You know, that's what I do. I'm calling red. And Tammy was just like, I don't care. And Tammy and her puffballs and her lipstick, she just walked out, and all the girls were just like, yeah, I'm not with it. So yeah. So a little later on, Tammy, she met up with Rashida. She talked. Rashida's such a natural beauty. She really is. She's pretty lady. Um, and so they were talking, Tammy and Rashida, and Tammy know firsthand about a cheating ass man, but this not the first time Kurt have been accused of being a cheating ass man. So I don't know why Rashida, being a pretty girl, having the little coins, being smart, is still dealing with a supposedly, allegedly cheating ass man. I don't understand these pretty women. As I've said before, me and my girl Taiwan, these pretty men, these pretty women get with these average ass niggas. They got a little coin, a little coin to rub together. And they just cheat all on them and do them any kind of way, and they still take them back with they cheating ass. They ain't gonna never learn with being with a cheating ass man. Like, honestly, let's just be realistic. Um, Everybody can't be lying on you, Kirk. Everybody can't be telling that, allowing you. I'm sure, you're not that bad of a person that you're just going around pissing everybody off all the time. Like you just got that many enemies. You're not that damn important. You're not that damn famous to have that many enemies. So, you're just reckless out here in these streets, and it's just it's just I just don't know why people get married. I really don't. Like, why not just be a single whore? Then you ain't breaking no hearts. I mean, you could possibly get with somebody who's with somebody, or who's married, or who has a girlfriend or boyfriend or both. But that's not your issue. That's their shit. That's their situation. If they feel comfortable enough to cheat on their partner, and you just being single having fun, then that shouldn't fall back on you. Especially if they lie to you and say that they don't have anybody. You don't know. You just met. You just you're just having fun. You're just doing your thing. That's their shit. But the fact that everybody knows everybody in the situation, and still continue to do reckless things, it's beyond me, darling. It's beyond Shalaki. Um, so anyway, they're talking and they start to cry. They squirted a little what do you call it? Visine in Tammy's eyes, and Rashida, she kept trying to cry. She was squeezing for them cries. She started bringing up her kids and the dead dog and all kind of stuff, and she was squeezing for them cries, but no tear quite came out, guys. So but I felt her pain. I felt her pain for this non made up storyline. I felt her pain. So, they cried and had a sister girl moment and a waiting to exhale moment and get your shit. And, there you go. Okay, so what else happened? So Dime and um Tommy, they meet up, and they were talking in both bad wigs they had on, meaning bad, meaning actually bad, and they were both sitting there talking, and they was just trying to figure out why I don't like you. It was just like, oh girl, I don't know why I don't like you. She was just like, well, we both trash. I mean, hell, it is what it is. Ain't no reason why I shouldn't like you. We should stick together. I guess it was just all jostling. You know what, bitch, I like you. You know what, bitch, I like you too, whore. So they got up and decided to go on a little double date together or whatever. So we'll get to that a little later. Let's jump into Rod. Now we see Jasmine and Rod laying in the bed together, and apparently they got a girlfriend who looks exactly like Jasmine. I thought they were sisters actually, or twins or something. But her name is Kiana. And she's a cute girl. She looks like Jasmine. Jasmine's a cute girl. And they're talking, and apparently Kiana was with Rod before Jasmine got with Rod. And they found out was sleeping with the same man, didn't like each other. But when Rod got out of jail, it was apparently Rod's idea or something for them to get together and have this little polygrammar. Y'all know that word, poly, whatever. When three people are in one relationship and they just decide to make it work, or try to make it work, but there's still jealousy on their part. Apparently, I just feel like a lot of these women are playing lesbians. I don't feel like they're actually lesbians. Jasmine was just like, I like dudes and I like girls, but whatever. Apparently, Rod just got some good peen. He's actually a rod. He's a whole rod, a foot, a yard. What's bigger than a yard? A mile, or whatever. He's, I guess, his dick this damn big, as wide as his damn laptop, and I guess he just convinced them two women that I share both of y'all just so there's no confusion in the palace. I respect this gangster. Um, Foolishness though, but I respect it for reality TV purposes. It's quite interesting. Um, so they're talking, and apparently we find out that Kiana ass done messed around with Kurt when Rod was in jail, as well. So yeah, and Rod, I love how Rod, they was both, all three of them was sitting down having a conversation, Rod, Jasmine, and Kiana. And it was interesting to me how Rod, he kept trying to shift the blame on the girls, talking about, y'all both knew that the man was married, but y'all still decided to sleep with him. Excuse me. Them girls don't owe them nothing. I'm sorry, but them girls don't owe Rashida nothing. Now, they're just, loose girls out there doing their thing. Now, a person like me would never do that, but you have some people who legit have no conscience and legit have no morals, and they just see what they see and just want what they want, and there you go. They just out to get theirs, and that's it. So, at the end of the day, they don't owe nothing to Rashida. They wasn't married to Rashida. Kurt was. So what the hell is his married ass doing entertaining them? Okay. So anyway, they was just like, man, I don't even care, whatever, and yada yada. And so, they're still claiming that this is his damn baby. So it's just complete foolishness. Um, a little later on, we have what we have. Oh yeah, yeah. They was so Jasmine and Kiana, they was messing around with Kurt at the same time, supposedly, allegedly. So they were still sharing the same man. So why don't Rod, Kirk, Jasmine, and Kiana just be together? Just live in one house and just fuck each other and just a partridge in a pear tree. Merry Christmas, buy the gifts, and there you go. It's the only solution at this point. So Rod, he actually met up with Mimi because Mimi's making it her business, like she do every season, to be in the mess. This whole season is just gonna be tied up around Kurt and Rashida, and it's just draining me. It's gonna drain the hell out of me, and this is just episode 2 or 3. Um. So anyway, Mimi met up with Rod at Melissa's shop. Rod was friendly to Melissa. He was like, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" and yada yada. She was just like, she had her guard up a little bit. She's very, child. Y'all know some of them lesbians, child. It's real aggressive, child. Um, and Jasmine and the Kiana girl ended up coming in. They was just like, yeah, we messing with Kurt, and Mimi just couldn't believe it. Melissa started talking. She was just like, I'm very cool with Kurt, and I'm cool with Rashida, especially Rashida, and I'm just not feeling this whole situation, and I'm not feeling you, and yada yada. They got into a whole argument. Melissa was reading the kids, which was hilarious. And the girls walked out to the door and all that. I don't know why folks, everybody's just inserting their opinion in this whole Kurt and Rashida thing, and it's slightly annoying. Like, y'all just ain't none of y'all just got no storyline. All these damn people on the show, and ain't none of y'all got no storyline except for the fact that y'all friends with Kurt and Rashida. Everybody's friends with them, and everybody's just inserting their shit in the mess about the baby, and it's annoying as hell. Um, so let's see. Um, I had that scene, child. Speaking of Melissa, Melissa's just, you know, Melissa still don't want to tell everybody else that she that cool with Jocelyn. But Jocelyn and Melissa, they ended up going to, I guess, this DNA bank or whatever, or this facility where they check and do the whole sperm moment to see if he's the daddy of the child, unborn child, or whatever on the show. But she's had Bonnie Bella now for a while. And Jocelyn took some of Stevie drawers, to see if it was any semen samples, supposedly, to show that he is the father of the baby. But the lady was just like, you put this shit in a plastic bag, and that actually, what she say, suffocates or um whatever. Put in the dirty drawers in the plastic bag actually takes away the sample of any possible like semen or sperm or whatever, so that they can figure out if he's the daddy or not. And she was just like, "What? I saw that CBS, CSI. Like I saw that all the time. Like the shit that you learn is crazy." Jocelyn looked pretty when she was sitting there. Her makeup, her hair, I loved it all. But I don't know what the hell Jocelyn be having on. She just looked a fool. Like she's just whatever. So Melissa's sitting there all embarrassed, and the lady's just looking at them like they crazy. Get these Negroes up my damn office, and there you go. So apparently, we still don't know whether or not Stevie is the daddy. When in actuality, in present day time, he's obviously the father. Speaking of Mimi, she early in the episode she went over to Stevie J house to talk. Mimi was just warning Stevie J and told him the whole issue about Kirk and Rashida. And Stevie threw a little dig in there. He was just like, yeah, well, Mimi was messing around with this dude named Rod before she met a real man, talking about himself. And I was just like, I can't. I wanted to throw a damn phone at him. Um, and Mimi was just like, you know what, all this shit that Jocelyn done said about you, saying that you mess with Eva and all that kind of stuff. I don't want that bitch around my daughter. And which I completely understand why Mimi don't want Jocelyn around um Eva. And she just basically was just like, it's crazy. Like it's just gonna be a mess, and you just done got yourself in a world of trouble. You gonna have to be bothered with Jocelyn for the rest of your life and all that. So that's Stevie J's drama and issues, and who feels bad for him? I don't. Okay, so I pretty much talked about everything except for the last scene where Dime and Tommy they went on a whole little double date moment. Apparently, Dime is messing around with some girl from Instagram or something. She used to go with uh Fetty Wap. Then Fetty Wap had a baby by Masika Malika, from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. And so there you go. Girls just trying to get on by getting pregnant and stuff. It's just amazing to me how these girls, like these strippers and shit and all this, is just getting blessings and getting on and meeting rappers, and it's just like I don't understand. Like this it's just a fool. Like it's normal, decent people, you know, who ain't out there trying to use people and scheme and, just normal thinking, regular, nice people, shit, can't even get the people to open the damn door for them. It's a mess. It's a hot ass mess as the world turns, darling. So anyway, Dime is messing around with that girl. And Tommy came in. She looked great. Tommy looks great with black hair. I don't like her with them different other color wigs. She looks crazy, but her with black hair is everything. So Tommy came in. She was just like, so Dom was like, so who you came with, boo? Who you came with? And long and behold, old shiny head ass Jock came in behind Tommy. So apparently Tommy's using this to get back with Carly. That she invited Jock out on a little date. So it's just the petty award. So it is what it is. So it's just gonna be very interesting. Next episode should be funny. Apparently Jock gonna tell Carly that he messed around with Jasmine back in when Rob was in jail too. This Jasmine, that thing, she got some mileage. That little girl, she pumps. She pumps and she works from home. Okay, but work, 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 work. But you gotta put in work, 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 work. Hey, y'all let me know what group sings that song. What I just said, work from home. And y'all also let me know two more things. What, with that same group, which member left the group? And also, one more thing, which one of those group members is now on Dancing with the Stars? So let me know three things. The name of that group, of the song that I was just singing, which group left that group, which member of that group left the group, and which member of that group is now on Dancing with the Stars. Let me know that, and I'll give you a shout out next week's review. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Mr. Chalaki on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. At this King's World on Instagram and Twitter. At this King's World 89 on Snapchat, and all the information be in the bottom bar below. And I'll see y'all later, child. Have a good day. Have a good life. Have a good moment. All right. Cheers. I'll drink to that.